back. For most teams, records are set in 4 years. But for Marci West, she only needed 3 to forever engrave her name with General Softball. Here's a story of how the West won. From a village of just 867 people, rose an All-American pitcher who would become the face of LSUA softball. Marci West knew she had the potential to be great her sophomore year at Anacoco High School.
I played a lot of showcase tournament teams, and I thought, okay, if I work hard, I think I can really get somewhere with this. And my dad told me, okay, if this is what you want to do, you need to make a choice, because I also played basketball. And he's like, you can't do both. You're going to have to focus on one. So I was like, okay, I'm going to give up basketball.
A decision that would boost her pitching career to the next level. In her junior year at Anacoco, West would lead her Indians to the Class B state title.
We were a very young team. We had maybe 2 or 3 seniors. The rest were 7th graders, 6th graders. We had to buy into the program, and I think that right there showed me what family was and what it was like to be part of a great program there at Anacoco.
With an earned run average of 0.47, striking out 220 batters, those numbers propelled Marci to the first of many awards she would collect over her entire career. After high school, Marci decided to head west to Texas and join a junior college at Lamar State, where she spent her freshman year with the Seahawks.
I had a few offers, but Lamar State was the closest one to home.
Looking ahead at her future, Marci knew she still had plenty of drive to play college softball, so she made the decision to return home.
I started looking at schools to go to there in the fall, because I was like, okay, well, this is my last year here. I'm going to have to find somewhere else to go, because I wasn't ready to hang up the cleats. And we had contacted LSUA, and it was Coach Z here at the time, and I came and tried out, and he was like, we want you. So I was like, okay.
But just before the pen hit the paper, the program was about to face a major change.
It was maybe 3 days before I came to sign, and he had resigned, and I was like, oh no.
In would come a bright young mind that reassured Marci she was still wanted at LSUA.
Coach Harwell. So she called me and she's like, hey, I still want you to come try out, but we're needing a pitcher like now. So I came and tried out, and she was like, well, we want you, but if you want to come, it has to be now. I can't guarantee you a spot next year.
Making the move to the Generals would spark a career that would be forever engraved in the record books. In just 3 years, West has set the program's all-time strikeout record. She has the lowest ERA in LSUA history and the most appearances by a General. Heading into Marci's junior season, LSUA hit another bump in the road when for the 3rd straight year, they would get a new coaching staff. Little did she know that head coach Jerry Bro and his staff would turn the Anacoco native into an All-American. And if it wasn't for Marci being at the program, the Generals coaching staff may not be who it is today.
Like she had a lot of potential, so we started working on some things whenever we got here. She was really the reason I accepted the job.
Her bond with pitching coach Robbie Tate has embraced the Generals' motto of family.
He's almost like my dad here on the field. Him and Coach Bro, they support me so much.
I mean, she's like a daughter to me, and she and my daughter are really great friends. If you look at them now, they play together. I mean, their styles are so much alike that she's like a daughter to me now.
The father-daughter relationship has turned West into one of the top softball pitchers in the NAIA.
She is a warrior. She is every bit of a warrior. I've always said, that certain people have the it factor. Whatever it means in athletics, she's got it. Out of all the great pitchers I've had, if I had one to choose, for one big game, winner take all, it's Marci West.
For the 2nd time in her LSUA career, the Generals won a regional title. But for Marci, that isn't enough, with a trip to the World Series just days away.
We're not done. We still have work to do, and she's determined to win this whole thing, and I'm going to do all I can for her to win it. She deserves it.
Marci's trophy shelf shows the impact she has made on LSUA and Central Louisiana softball. But West wants to prove it doesn't matter if you come from a small village or a big city. No goal is too big to reach.
I'm glad that I can make an impact on kids, because I want them to know that just because you're from a small town school, you're not going to get anywhere. Everybody's like, oh, you're from Anacoco, you're not going anywhere. There are D1s everywhere, but this program here at LSUA, you don't have to go big to do great. This NAIA school is amazing. We've made it to the World Series, like you said, twice since I've been here.
West's individual feats can be seen in the record books of LSUA, but her footprint has also been forever left on this program and the community.
Difference maker on the field, in the dugout, and in the classroom. She's such a well-rounded human being and competitor and student athlete, and that has made her teammates better. They want to be like Marci. She's been a good role model, and she's just been an inspiration to this team and program. And I don't think this program would be where it's at if Marci West had gone somewhere else.
Marci will graduate in the fall with a bachelor's degree in general studies with a concentration of psychology. She also plans to finish her nursing degree at LSUA. On the field, she will lead her generals to the NAIA Softball World Series when she takes a circle Friday against Davenport University at 4 o'clock in Claremont, Florida.